All right, so let's start. I think this is an easy topic, which means we should have time for our Kahoot. So for those who came in later, I will have to repeat this. In June, we are having a mock exam for you. So it's like a PSLE exam, right? So you're going to sit for that mock paper. Okay, allocate certain time for yourself to sit there without any distraction, finish up your mock exam paper. Miss Tay will look through all the answers and then give you comments. Of course, you'll be given the marks. So once you get your overall score, then during the tutorial, we are going to look at especially the open-ended question. So the MCQ, if most of you gotten it correct, I will not be spending much time. But if it's the open-ended, like what we usually do nowadays, right? I'm going to tell you why you're not given full marks, okay, why your answer is accepted, etc. I'm going to teach you, okay, how to improve on your answers also and highlight those students with very good answers. So all of you can take a look. Okay, so your class, of course, you will come back as, the same group together and we look at each other's answers. Okay, should there be any combined big group, I will let you all know in advance. Okay, but shouldn't be. Because we have one more class of P6, Okay, so if let's say we can look at everyone's answers, I think that'll be fantastic. So there shouldn't be any problem with this worksheet. But let me see. I already downloaded your answers. So let's take a look. Only all those who have tried, okay, your answers will be reflected here. Some of you did not try, and you already explained to me why. Okay, not a big issue. Okay, so let's see. Right, so for the first question, study the following cell. Which part of the cell makes it a plant cell? So I think this topic on plant cell, animal cells, you should be quite familiar now, Shamu?
The cell wall.
The cell wall, okay, good. All right. Yeah, so the difference between plant cells and animal cells, are you able to tell me? Okay, someone can just unmute and let me know the differences between plant cells and animal cells.
Plant cell has cell wall, but animal does not.
Do you have one more?
And plant cells, certain plant cells have chloroplasts.
Okay, very good. You're very specific. I hear you saying certain plant cells have chloroplasts. Correct now? It's true, right? So which plant cell does not have chloroplasts?
The root cell.
The root cell, okay. Yeah, is it just the root cell? So far at your level, you only study up to that. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't ask you more than that. Okay, but in your answer, I tell you, I see some plant parts, okay, that you put in. I'm wondering, did your teacher teach you that? Or is it that you went to Google and find the answer? Later we will see. Yeah. All right, so C, correct. This is the answer. Okay. Study the following 3 cells here. Which statement about all the 3 cells is not true? So there's one statement here that is not true. Can you identify the one?
C.
Okay. C. They can carry out photosynthesis. Yeah. Okay. Which one cannot? Is it the first, second, or third? Which one cannot?
The first one.
The first one. The first one is the root cell, right? Okay. Is it just the first one?
Yes, because all of the other 2 cells both have chloroplasts.
Both have chloroplasts. How do you tell?
Because of those little circular structures inside that is not the nucleus, because there is more than one of it.
Okay. All right. So what makes you think that this is actually a plant cell?
It's cell wall.
It's cell wall. Anyone has comments over here? You think that it's also plant cell? Is that right? Sean? Sean, you're mumbling something? Try, Sean. Do you think that the third one looks like a plant cell to you? Yes, why? Why, Ian? Give me some reasons. Okay, I see Shamu raising his hand. Shamu, you rescue them, is it? You rescue Ian together with Sean,
Because there's one more layer of structure outside of the cytoplasm, so that must be the cell wall.
Okay, now, what did we learn about cell wall?
It holds the shape of the cell.
Okay, it actually causes the plant cell to have certain shape, right? Correct or not? So isn't it that we learn plant cell has got a regular shape? Isn't it rectangular? But does this look like it's rectangular? Let's see, who can I get to answer this? Sean, you're unmuted. You're ready to answer. You're very soft, I think. I'm not able to hear him. Are you able to hear him at all? No, huh? Very soft, Yeah. You want to type in? Also can. No worries. So let's see who else can I ask to answer? Okay. Something simple, like this topic is so simple, and then it's something that you might need to think a bit, right? Okay. Aiden, you might want to type into the chat also. While we wait. What was my question? Okay, my question is, right, we always talk about plant cells having a regular shape because of the cell wall, isn't it? Correct? So this particular one doesn't look like it has a regular shape, right? Okay, didn't we learn that, it's rectangular in our textbook, is rectangular in the, in the assessment, teachers always give rectangular. I have answers coming in. Some of you are telling me certain info. Sean typed in something about, there's chloroplasts inside. Hey, just now Shamu said there's actually another outer layer indicating that it should be the cell wall, right? Okay. Right, good. Havlin said, okay, after that, I see Shamu typing, the shape may not be rectangle. And then Pranati said, not all plant cells has a rectangular shape. Come on, Miss Tay, you don't know, me? No, she didn't type that in. She only said, not all plant cells has this rectangular shape. Havlin said, because this might not be the cell of the same plant is true. Good. Joshua, okay, Joshua, I have to tell you the truth. My screen is filled with all your faces. Okay, and then I can't see you. You seem to be having a black screen. Okay, I'm not too sure if the rest also see you with a black screen, but that's what I see. Okay, Shamu says, okay, the cell wall just has to cover the cytoplasm. All right. Is acting as a protection layer, actually. Aiden says, need not be rectangular in shape. I'm glad to hear all these from you. So all of you do know that it does not have to be rectangular, right? Cass, do you know that? I can call you short form, right, Cass? Cassandra or Cass? Cass is fine, huh? Yeah, it protects the cells from getting damaged. Very good. So it does not necessarily mean it has to be, a rectangular shape. Well done. But in general, a lot of them has got this rectangular shape. However, I think you have seen plant cells that has like a octagon shape also, correct? And then the root hair cell also has got another type of shape. Right, good. Next one. cells undergo cell division. How many cells will be produced from a parent cell after 5 generations of cell division? Any idea? What does it mean? Okay. You see, cell division, first generation, they put a question mark. So what's the meaning? What do you understand by division in mathematics? Aiden?
To split equally.
To split equally, to, okay, somebody said to break into parts, okay, to share. All right, so in this case, what can you guess? When we talk about cell division, what can you guess actually?
The cell divides itself into multiple parts.
Multiple, how many actually? Would you know?
It's 2.
It's 2, usually just 2, yeah. Okay, so when they actually split, they are just, going to, okay, what happens is the nucleus will split first. Okay, so you see the nucleus splitting, and then after that, the cell will then split into 2 parts. So there are 2 nucleuses already, right? Okay, one nucleus will go to one part, the other nucleus go to the other. Yeah? Somebody raise hand. Who was that? Let's see. Somebody raise a hand, is it? No more. Who was the one who raised hand? How come I can't see?
Oh, me, Eden.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wanted to ask if does the nucleus split its genetic information as well, like equally?
Yeah. It's like multiplied lah. It doesn't like the way they do it is when they split into 2, right? They will still contain the minimum number required. It's not like 32 divided by 2. No. It will split into like, if it's 32, it has to stay as 32. That's how cell division works. Okay, otherwise it's going to be mutated, right? Isn't it? Okay, so from one cell, you are going to get 2. Okay, and then from 2, second generation, now you have 2 cells, right? Correct? So each of them is going to split into 2. Agree or not? Okay, so split and split. This becomes 4. Then you have 4 cells. Each of them will split into 2. So 2 makes 8. And this process continues. So if you are going to look at how this happens, it seems like this is a multiple of like 2. So you just keep multiplying by 2. All right. So which is your answer? I have seen some answers coming in. You're put down as D. Okay, even in the MCQ, I see that most of you got this correct. Okay, most of you got this correct. Some of you actually put down as B, no? Okay, you know that it's split into 2, right? Correct now, but you didn't realize that we are talking about all those in the first generation will actually split into 2. You thought that it's just one cell from the first generation splitting. So you always have 2 only. It's actually 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. All right. Any question here? This is the first time I see this question come up. First time. After my so many years, right? After so many years of teaching science, yeah, this is the first time I see this question. Okay. Now, this one as well. Have you all seen questions like this before? In your school? You did. Okay, so your school must be those with higher standard, better schools. Usually schools maybe around the neighborhood, right? Seldom have this kind of question. So I think you're from a very good school, most likely. Okay. Yeah. So some iodine solution is placed in a partially permeable bag. What is the meaning of partially permeable? Anyone? Anyone heard of this